now solidly back where it belongs. I do have room here to put the legs for the bed, so I will do that. I'm going to need to tie them there, or they're going to fall down. There should be 2 more legs. These are spacer things for displays. There's another leg. And one more. I see it back here. Just need to get it out. Got jostled around from traveling. And they may or may not have been put in quite perfectly after the last event, which is it happens. I have repacked a lot of this, but I have not repacked everything. Okay. There. All right, the bed is now all right here. And that means I need a bungee cord. That one will hold this. This is a loose one. And I'm going to we have D-rings that are attached to the sides of the truck. Henry put some in, I put some other ones in. Over the years we've changed it up a lot. And what that allows us to do is tie things in here so that they stay upright or they stay in a specific location. In the case of these, we have tables here. Then there's a board. Then these are 5 or 6 foot tables. I can't see the label on it from here. Those are 4 foot tables. These are 5s because the 6s are over here. And then I can nest these milk crates like this. And they nest top to bottom. So the bottoms are anchored in solidly. Then it's just a matter of anchoring in the top by hooking into a D-ring or into one of the channels. There are the actual shelves, the actual walls themselves are built with, these have these aluminum things here. You can hook behind these really well to be able to do all kinds of bungees. There's also an assortment of these things which are for hanging stuff, D-rings like this that I mentioned that we've attached to allow us to anchor things solidly. This is a bed frame. It's got 2 side rails, the legs, and slats, and a headboard and a footboard. So it's just a regular bed, really. It's just homemade, not something you got from, you know, some fancy furniture store. We have changed the size of that bed over the years several times. At one point we were actually doing a queen size, and at another point we were doing a king size. And we realized that the only time a king size is really nice is in the summertime when it's hot and you really don't want to touch somebody. But the rest of the time, it's fine. We also used a king size when we had a dog that needed to sleep with us. One of my previous service dogs, Bruno, was a little tiny guy, and he had to sleep with us when the weather was cold in order to be able to keep him warm enough. And that was one of the things that we were determined not to do again because it's a pain. And it requires a huge bed in order to be comfortable. So, yeah, we ditched the king size bed, went down to a queen size. Jack never slept with us, so that was a good thing. And we were determined, of course, since Rufus is huge, he does not need to sleep with us. He has the same crate for traveling that he has at home. I want to doing here is I'm hooking. There's two ways to hook in here. I can hook, take this, I'll show you. Bungee cord. There's actually a lip on this side. It's a maybe 3/8 of an inch. So I can either hook in like that, or, hook in like that, or if I'm trying to hook into an area that has a convenient board like that, I can do this. And that allows me to also add strappage. So let's see here. I need two. I've got these boards here which are used for spacing out and supporting things in the shop. And I need to tie them to the wall. So I don't want them falling over. So in this case, I'm going to put the bungee cord around the board like I showed you can do, and then you pull it up or down a couple times and it's like that. And then I will fish this back and hook it into, let's see, there's a D-ring down there, or I can just use the that little ridge that I showed you on the vertical, and that's what I did. That works better. And that's not going to be perfect, but it will be enough to hold it and keep it from flopping around. I just want to keep it so that it stays here between these two sets of boxes and things, so that it stays. I've just pulled out the Dawn dish soap because that was in sort of a random location. So I'm going to make sure that goes someplace findable. I think we have another container besides that. But, so now I'm back in here. And what I need to be doing is triple checking. So I'm going to literally peek into these boxes to make sure that I'm remembering what I think I'm remembering. And, yep, mud boots and stuff like that. That's fine. These are all pre-packed, I believe. Yep. The tablecloths down here, so that's display. This is tablecloths. They have labels on the sides of them. This is also a display box, but it was put over here because it has room in it. So I will look in the house to see if there's anything else that needs to go in there. These two spots here, I can now throw clothes boxes and shoes boxes, clothes, shoes, socks, things like that in. All right. Whew. This is down here. Shop box, okay. Tablecloths, linens, coronets, rugs. I know that this one is completely packed because I already packed the sheets and stuff in there. Bath, that's full. It's got towels and stuff like that in it. Odds and ends, that's a last minute pack item. Always on the top so that stuff can be thrown in. Up top here we have blankets, pillows, and a quilt.